Hey guys, we'll be starting shortly. Just getting set up here. Supposed to officially start at 6 p.m. Doing all of the connectivity, making sure we're online with on Facebook and everything. Doing the test on Facebook. If you happen to be on Facebook watching us, you can join our conversation by coming to our YouTube channel, which is on Yuri TV. Just search YouTube Yuri TV. You can join our convo. Hoping to maybe one day make it so that you guys can actually talk to us. We can hear your voices, but I haven't set that up yet.
Can you put your...
Yeah, thanks.
If you get...
Just one?
No, there's a... Can you come here?
Alright. Talk to you guys soon. Yeah, guys, just getting set up here in the background. We'll be on in a few minutes here. Making sure Facebook is good. Looks like it's good, but I don't see anybody. Anybody there on Facebook? It says I got 8 viewers, but I don't see anybody commenting. We're doing this for you, Facebook, and this is how you return our favor. With no comments and 7 viewers. That's pretty weak, Facebook. What am I going to do with Facebook? So we broadcast this directly on a Visa approved group, but I think a lot of the folks, well, we have people from all over the world there, so hey, Miss Beasley. Alright, so it looks like Facebook's working. That's good. you guys are just joining us, we're still getting set up, so give us a few minutes here. Okay. Chair over here. Yeah, I'm gonna start in a minute, with or without you, Yuri. You've been exposed, Yuri. Okay. Oh boy. Oh man. Got some freaking military back issues, guys. K-1 green card, Q&A, 90-day fiance reaction. Think we should keep that 90-day reaction stuff. It's getting old for me. '90-day reaction. Arthur, you've got a cooking video uploaded. Fried bananas with graham cracker. That sounds pretty good, actually. You ready?
Yes.
All right.
Does it look good, baby?
The star of the show, the diva, has arrived. So now we can start. Oh, man. Okay. Let me get this.
Okay.
Get this started here.
I really like that. Really, baby? So you had an armrest while I don't have an armrest?
You want to switch? Your diva-ness? Princess Diva?
Okay.
You know they can hear everything you're saying. You've been exposed, Yuri. Your scandalous diva ways are exposed to the world. All right. Okay. I'm going to turn this thing on. That's the thing right there.
Hello, this is me, Yuri.
And this is Bruce, and we are going to be doing another episode. As you know, we do this every week. K-1 green card discussions, Q&A, anything you guys want to talk about related to visa. Specifically K1, we can also answer, so this group can answer K3 and maybe even some CR1 stuff. If it's outside of the scope of that, we may be able to answer it, but we personally don't know anything about it, but somebody on the group may. So what we'll do is we'll read out the responses and see if, or your questions, and see if anybody in the group can answer this. Now, I want to reiterate that we're not lawyers, we're not approved consultants for this kind of thing. So take everything we say with a grain of salt. You know, this is just our opinions, guys. This is the opinions of everybody on this meeting. So just keep that in mind as we talk about this kind of stuff. Let me see. So first of all let's do a check of who we have on board here. We've got Veronica Dips. How you doing, Veronica? From Kenya here in the U.S. as an immigrant. We've got Claude, Rose, and Jessica, who asked, where are you guys? We're here. We've got Stephen Lena Smith, American and Dominican Republic. They say, hi, guys. We've got also Amores,
my
man James A., also Dominican and American. And he's got a question, which we'll read first. We've got T. Elliott, one of our favorite people, who's been sponsoring us week after week, and thank you so much for all of your donations. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Johnny Ballard, we've got Heath Davis, we've got Lavelle Basher, who has an awesome Facebook controversial page. We've got Art from Art's Place here, who says, hi, guys. We've got a couple of people, or one person on from Periscope. Who else do we have here? We've got G Walker. We've got John. We've got John Goldsby.
I need more light.
And a few other people here. Is this font too small? I think it's.
It looks kind of small. Yeah.
A little small. Okay, here I could switch back to this. Is that better?
That's much better with light
okay.
From the TV. Oh yeah. That looks much
that?
Better, baby.
Mute that. All right. Yeah. Okay. So now we can see everybody's comments going all the way back. So that's great.
Mute this?
Okay,
Here. Wow.
Okay, so first question.
I don't really watch TV much.
Some first question comes from.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
What's this cheers for again?
Cheers to all of you guys. We love you guys.
To all our subscribers.
To all this audience here. We love you guys so much, and I want
to thank my friends for giving this to me, to us.
Okay, first question comes from Amores. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes,
he says,
Amores.
I'm trying to secure a tourist visa for my fiance in the Dominican Republic so she can visit me. Anything I should know about that visa? I would say one of the kind of gotchas. I don't know if it's a gotcha, but I just noticed like some people, what they try to do is get the tourist visa, come to the U.S. and then get married. I'm not sure. You might want to look into the laws of doing that. If that was your plan, I don't know if that's your plan, James. or whoever else is trying to do it. I just know that there may be some conflicts if you're trying to do that. Now, if it's just to have your fiance visit, you guys take pictures, have a good time, then they have to go back to their country, then you guys do the K-1. There's really no conflict. I've heard of people doing that. We had a couple from Brazil do that once.
Yeah, but if you're already doing the fiance visa petition, I think it's better to wait for that.
You can't do both. You don't want to do both at the same time. There's an issue with that. Look into that.
Is there?
Yes, there is. Because from my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, group, but whenever you get the B1 or B2, you're coming here with the understanding that you will go back to your country.
Yeah.
And so your justification of getting it, the reason they give you that is because you've justified that I'm just visiting the U.S. for a certain period of time, then I'm going to go back to my home country. But if you come here on the B1 and then you switch your justification, there may be a problem with that. You may get denied. Okay, now that's just stuff that I have read off the website. So just take that for what it's worth there, James. Okay, T. Elliott says, hello, everyone. Johnny Ballard says, keep up the good work, guys. It's doing a great job. Thank you so much. Do we have any other K-1? Let me just look real quickly for... Somebody said it'd be nice to have a call-in show. We'll work on that. We want to test it out.
How do we do a call-in?
Oh, there's a couple ways we can do it, actually. We could actually give out the link right now and somebody could call in. I just want to make sure the sound is good. I don't know if it will conflict with the Facebook stuff, so we have to look into that. We have to do some real testing probably on one of our Tuesday and Thursday episodes. Art from Arch Place, conservative talk show radio host, says something about cooking fried bananas. What?
The fried bananas
that sounds good,
Graham cracker crumb crust. That's actually good.
That sounds good.
We should try that.
Stephen Linda Smith says sounds awesome. He's talking about the food. We've got. Let me see. Are there any? You see any questions here? Hey, what happened to the home basement studio you're working on? It's there.
It's there. We use it when it's snow time.
Yeah, we actually use it for some of our other videos, actually.
For relationship videos, whenever we cannot film outside because it's too cold, that's when we use it. Baby, anyway, speaking of basement, should we put that? You remember PewDiePie had like some kind of a division to where it would officially look like its own thing, you know, like we put like a two division. That way we can have, if you want.
Claude Rosemond. Okay, it looks like I have a question here. K1 says, can you tell me how long it takes after you send the RFE before you get approval? From what we have seen, whenever anybody gets an RFE, from what we have seen, it adds like an additional month or two to the process. Whatever your process was however long it was gonna last, it'll just add an additional month. It seems like, from our experience. Roger Moore says, hi Bruce and Yuri, this is Roger, long time listener. Glad to see you again, Roger.
Steven and Lena said, the co-hosts need an armrest too, Bruce.
Oh my.
Exactly.
Don't bring that diva stuff in my house. Let's
Maybe.
not.
Did you guys see our new chair?
See? Look at this. Shameless advertisements. T. Elliott says 5 hours
chair,
later.
Guys. We have a gamer's chair now.
We started a little early there.
They're so comfortable.
Pete Davis says, Arthur put a link in the video. Okay.
They are so nice.
T. Elliott says, hello, Veronica. Let me see. Who else do we have here? What other questions do we? Heath says, busted. All right, let me see if there's any questions or comments or complaints.
Hi, Bruce and Yuri. 5 hours later, Lo. What does the 5 hours later mean?
Probably because it took a long time starting up. All right, let's see here. All right, looks like we got some folks on Facebook. Guys, on Facebook, the best way to interact with us, especially going forward, is to join us on YouTube. But right now, for now, we do have the ability to talk to you on Facebook, which is awesome. Okay. Miss Beasley says, hi, Yuri. Hi, Miss Yuri. Jackie Avery says,
hi, sis.
Good evening, beautiful couple. Watching from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. New Hampshire. Let me see. How you doing, Jackie? Dean, how you doing, Dean? Dean and I talk from time to time. Bev says, cheers. Looks like no questions so far, but
to success. You know, this one tastes like how success should taste. Right,
okay.
baby?
Yep.
Wow.
Jack Walker. No Periscope trolls. Let's see. What else do we have?
Hello from Tampa. Just submitted K1. Thanks for your help. You're welcome, Carlos.
Razai Smith says, Bruce, are you still doing rev shares? No, I'm not. They suck.
No.
No, I'm not.
Rev share is gone.
Yeah, but it did teach me a lot about cryptocurrency, which we're not going to talk about. We're going to focus on green card. We're going to focus on K1. I won't bore you guys with other stuff here. Plus, we got to keep it. We got to keep it straight to the point here. It looks like T. Elliott just gave us another contribution. Wow, man.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Elliot.
man. Thank you. And if you guys have time, if you have it in you, say thank you to T. Elliott.
Yeah, if you
who's
have
been
any,
sponsoring this whole show.
If you're doing the K1
we should
visa,
probably do commercials.
Please contact
T. Elliott.
us, and we're gonna help you.
We like to thank our sponsor T.
Thank
Elliott
you.
for this show about K1. All right.
This glass is so fancy.
All right, let's see what else we have here. May May says, "Hi guys."
Hello, May May.
Guzman Tate says, thank you for helping us. God bless you both.
You're welcome, Lynn. God bless you too and your family.
Veronica says, how's Alexa? Alexa's not feeling well today.
Baby, what did you do with Alexa?
Roger Moore, thank you for your support. Really appreciate that, sir.
Wow, thank you, Roger.
Who else we have? Any other questions, guys? Come on, this is the time to ask. This is a time you can ask everyone in this group. It's not just us you're asking about your K-1 visa process. So just keep that in mind. And this is sponsored specifically by Roger Moore and T. Elliott. You guys gotta give me a link to send people through.
See Heath David. Hi guys, this is Beryl from
Brooklyn, New York.
We finally got an approval for my husband I-130 visa petition. So what will happen next? He applied for his police report from the authorities in Jamaica. I-130.
I-130. Which kind of?
Is it a CR1 visa?
What is it? A CR1 or K3? Now, Burl, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be frank with you up front and tell you I don't know much about the CR1. I don't know much about K3. I do know a lot about K1, but any question you have, I can ask to the whole group, and someone who's gone through the process, who's been successful, they can answer your question on what the next step was. And to the whole group, we've got Beryl, who says they're from Brooklyn, New York, and they just filed the I-130 visa petition. Now, I don't know if it's a CR1 or a K3, because I believe both of those require the I-130. I'm not sure. But they say, so what happens next? They said that they've already applied for his police report from the authorities in Jamaica. Now, what do they do next? What's going on? Anybody who can answer that, please chime in. Heath Davis says, I'm not going to see my fiance till February. So do I have to wait till I get back but want to take the papers for her to sign? What should I do? If you want to bring her in the US soon and you have already seen each other in person, you might as well just apply now, because it takes a long time and also they keep increasing the prices, like with a medical exam, like they change it every year. Is this the first time I'm going to see? But if it's the first time, then yeah, you should wait. Yeah, until you have to meet first. Evidence, photos, and proof of meeting. Heath, what I would do if I was in your position and it's my first time meeting my fiance, Well, number one, you need to really get to know your fiance. One of the main issues that we see couples have when they get here is the K-1 visa process is actually pretty quick. They get here together successfully, and then the real challenge happens when they're getting to know each other for the first time living together. So just get to know your fiance. If you guys don't, I mean, for all I know, you guys have been together 2-3 years already, so that's not an issue for you. The other thing I would say is this. When you go there, if you really already know, you're already sure, you already know what's going on, start taking pictures when you get there. That's proof, evidence that you guys have met each other prior to starting the K-1. Another thing you can do is bring this form. This is a mistake I made that I hope that you don't repeat. There's a form called I-134 that your fiance is going to have to take to the U.S. Embassy when they have their interview. You have to sign that. So what I would do, if I can go back, I would have brought that form with me. I would have signed it, had all my information on it, gave it to Yuri for her to take, and then I would have had my tax returns. Bring your tax returns with you because they need a copy of that to verify how much money you make. I would have, if I could go back, I would bring all of that stuff and give it to Yuri so that when she's ready to go to the U.S. Embassy, she already has that one document. What we did is I waited till the last minute. I couldn't even get it to her in time. So don't make my mistake.
I'm not going to see. Oh, okay.
Nancy Cash says,
are you guys drunk? No.
Not at all. Not even a little bit. Not yet. Stephen Lena Smith says,
we're celebrating.
We're celebrating you guys.
Yeah, and this was a gift for my birthday from my friend. So we're like, oh, okay, let's
drink online and get publicly drunk.
No. This is not a strong wine. It's
like Kool-Aid, really. Christopher says, hello. After almost a year, she gets her visa. She gets her visa interview on December 4th. Hope she passes. Me too.
Good luck Christopher.
DM Radcliffe says, hi to you both. And thank you for everything. Your videos really helped us out a lot. Now I'm processing my adjustment of status. Oh, congratulations. And I just want to ask if I don't have the
approved form I-129F? The only thing I have is approved NOA2 and NVC letter. Well,
yeah, we didn't really need that stuff.
I'm not sure. Do you have to submit it?
Was that part of the package? I think we brought it. I think we brought it with us. We had it.
Yeah. But mainly what you need is they have it in their database. So if you don't have a copy, you could just wait, let me see. Cuz we have the app.
She's going to check that real quick. Oh my lord. She's going to keep calling. Live, guys, live. She's gonna check that. While she checks that, I'm gonna keep going. Christopher says St. Luke's went up in price again.
Yep.
Yeah, it did. Dean says, hi Bruce and Yuri. Got my fingers crossed. We will know in 2 days on Mary Grace's medical results. Good luck to you. And finally, yes, finally know the results in which we can move on, finally go to the CFO seminar and finally get passport stamp. Yeah. You guys, man, you guys really deserve that. You worked really hard for that. Been apart for a long time. They have a baby.
But who?
Dean and his fiance. Let me see if there's any other questions. I'm going through here, guys. Just bear with me. I am sorting through questions.
It seems like the app is not in my phone, so I'm gonna. Anyway, if you don't have a copy of it, then just the important thing that you really need is the NOA2 that contains your alien number. The alien number, they will ask for that in your adjustment of status I-485 form. And your alien number from the NOA2 is actually gonna be the number for your green card. So that's the same alien number that you're gonna have for, excuse me, for the green card. So yeah, it's the NOA2 that is what you really need. The number that's on it.
Want me to look that up while you?
Doesn't say copy of I-129F.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you need that.
Yeah, you don't need a copy of I-129F.
I know we brought it. What we're doing, guys, is we're going through our app. You're just scrolling through. This thing's kind of useful, actually. We should really update this.
Download the app in your iPhone or iOS.
It's kind of dated, to be honest with you. Got some things have changed.
It's the same.
Mostly it's the same. The prices have changed.
Changed.
So, anyway, John Goldsby says, hey, what happened to the basement? Okay, I already read that. Let's see. Long time listener. That guy Kelvin says, hi, you're in Bruce. How you doing, that guy? Let me see. I'm going through, guys. Just kind of searching for actual questions here. Questions about the K-1 visa process. And Black 949 says Derek Coleman, tax agent, Lisa Lang. Is that a statement to somebody else? I don't know. Okay. Amores says, how did y'all as a couple manage the emotional aspects of dealing with all of the issues and hurdles with the K-1 visa process? That's the hardest part.
It was hard.
That's a great question, because that's really the hardest part. I mean, you're managing your relationship, and you're new to one another. You know, in our case, we'd only been together 2 years as girlfriend and boyfriend before we decided to make the leap. We were going through our own personal issues, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, man, this 90-Day Fiance, man, it kind of exploits all of those weaknesses that you have as a new couple, as newlyweds, you know? It's like, man, why would you exploit those things? Anyway, how do we deal with it? Wow, it's like, I think that what Yuri and I did is we really focused on getting it to work. Like we buried ourselves in knowing what to do, what was next, and
yeah,
and that's a very personal thing, because everybody handles it differently. But communication, I think, was really the thing that kept us going, right? I mean, you opening up about how you felt about things, because Yuri was going through things with her family that were seriously injuring our relationship. It was, and that's something that we got through by communicating and being open and honest with one another, and that's really hard, and that's why we start doing the relationship thing, because that right there was the biggest hurdle that we
have to talk to your partner.
You have to talk. You got to talk. You got to be honest with each other. And the thing about, I don't know if this is all Filipinas, but like Yuri had this thing where she didn't want to talk. If she would just like shut down. That was how she dealt with things, right? She'd shut down till she felt better. And I was always trying to tell her, hey, you know, we need to talk. Do you want this to be a long-term relationship? I do. We have to talk about this. Like whatever's problems you're having, we need to talk about it. Because doing the forms is actually easy, guys. It's really straightforward. It's black and white. I mean, there's instructions on how to do it. You can pay somebody else to do it for you. You can have somebody help you out. There's guides out there. All that stuff is actually easy. But the hard part, the challenge, is the relationship part of it. That's what's hard. Being in a long-distance relationship, dealing with all of these emotions, we got through it by communicating, and me always trying to get Yuri to open up and talk to me about what's really happening and that's making you upset. And me too. If I got upset, I would have to just swallow my pride and be like, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lash out. I didn't mean to say those things. I'm just stressed. You know, I had to be humble and really come to grips with my own problems. Yeah. Communication, I would say, is the answer to that. And that's one of the hardest
And believe
parts.
that, you know, you ask yourself when you're already frustrated and stressed, you ask yourself, hey, you know, when you decided to apply for the fiance visa, you were already sure that you wanted to be with the person, right? So it's like when things get rough, I asked myself again, like, hey, isn't it what I wanted? Like, before we went through this, to the K-1 visa, I'm like, I already asked myself hundreds of times if I'm really sure of what I'm doing.
And if you're sure, you'll do whatever it takes to make it work. Both of you. You know what I mean? All right. So Robert Smith says it's great to see you guys. You too, man. He says I have a question. If I want my girlfriend to visit me from the Philippines, can she apply for a temporary visa? So this is a question that we get asked a lot. You must be referring to like a tourist visa, like a B1. Okay, there's a couple issues. Number one, in the Philippines, it's super hard to get a B1 visa. Number two, if you already applied for a K1, I don't recommend applying for any other visas. Just write out the K1 visa process because you don't want that to interrupt your current visa process. Because I believe there's some sort of conflict between the two because they both have different justifications of having them. All right, now that being said, I'm not a lawyer. You want to double check it because I do know Filipinos. We know Filipinos who came here to visit and had a B1, but they had property. They're world travelers. They have very good jobs. It's hard from the Philippines, especially. It's hard to get a tourist visa. DM Radcliffe says, "Yoo-hoo, thank you." Lynn Girl says, "Is the IR1 visa process?" And I guess this is a question for everybody because I don't know much about the IR1 or CR1 process. Is the IR1 visa process, does it take long? That's what they're asking. We have been married for 7 years. Thank you. Lynn, what I would say is there's a really good timeline on visajourney.com. Go to visajourney.com, and in fact, I'll find it and I'll send you the link. It's they've got a really good timeline that I can send to you, give you a general idea of how long it takes. All right, so Yuri, if you could read another one of these while I'm looking for that.
Okay.
Let me get this next one here.
Baby, the fiance visa, they're working out together.
Oh my God, why are you watching this? We're watching. We've got
it was just interesting,
90 Day
you know,
Fiance
like,
in the background.
She's willing to change, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
And lose weight because she's only 22, but she's
okay. You read that one. I'm gonna go look for stuff.
Hi, Bruce. I need help. We need someone who help us in San Francisco Center. We have a problem. Can we contact you? San Francisco Center. You have to contact them, you know, and ask them about, is it for our report of marriage? Because I've had the same problem with San Francisco Center. Did you mean the Philippine consulate or what? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because is there a fiance visa in San Francisco?
Fiance visa? What do you mean?
Office? I don't remember.
I don't.
That it's.
What's their question? What specifically do you need?
She said, "Yeah, we need someone who help us in San Francisco Center."
San Francisco
know.
Center. We don't.
Is that a Philippine consulate? And
yeah,
if it is,
we know the Philippines.
You gotta inquire on them because it's not really something that we can solve.
Mm-hmm.
You have to ask them, and plus the Philippine consulate here really wants to get all original copies of marriage certificate. Like, they all want original. I don't know why. I mean, if it's already in their record, if we received our passports, I mean, that should be obvious that we got all the documentation, the original documentation certified by the Philippines government.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they want more than just that, so.
Okay, I think I just put a couple of guides up there for you, girl. She says, thank you so much for your reply, sir. And I'll read it right now. Okay, great. What other questions we have here? Facebook.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't understand. We need more information, Phoebe.
Yeah. Next question.
Julius Anthony. Isn't it an issue that you are just new couple and after that you decided to get engaged? We already passed our requirements.
And everything. We received the NOA 1, which is the receipt, and waiting for the NOA 2. Is it an issue? Is an issue the time we spent together?
No, it's not.
We are not even a year. We know people who but we love each other, same sex. Okay, Julius, listen. We know a lot of people who knew each other even less than that. Now, number one, I don't recommend that.
Yeah.
Number one, there's usually issues with it.
Love doesn't really... Love is not a guarantee that it's going to last.
It takes time. That being said, we know people here who have not known each other long, and they're here. They're living... They went through the whole process, and they're still together. And some people are not. Some people we know that didn't have a very strong foundation, and they got, they didn't last. They're always... And whenever they contact us, it's about, issues. There's a lot of issues. And so I would highly recommend getting to know the person before. Now, that being said, it looks like you guys have already made the leap. Man, do the best you guys can to serve one another. That's how Yuri and I have gotten through the serving one another. I'm 1,000% in the service of Yuri, and it's vice versa.
The attitude of the person normally comes out after 1 year of dating. Like, you start seeing it after 1 year. And then it's even harder if it's a long distance relationship, because the person can hide, what they are. And because you're not really living together every day in the same house, it's harder to really know what their thoughts are, like their character. It takes even longer to know the person.
Yeah. All right, back on YouTube. Frank Sierra says, "Hi guys, we are 95 days. We are 95 days since applied for a K-1 visa I-129F. Any idea how long the wait is?" Number one, there's a form called the NOA 1, which you should have already gotten. It's like a receipt saying that they really received it, and they've processed your money. They got your money. They got your package. You should have already gotten that, Frank. The second thing you're gonna get is called NOA 2. Everybody calls it NOA 2, but it's a notice of action from I-797, and they tell you what to do next. That's why it's called notice of action. That is taking upwards of 4 months, right? 4 to 5 months to get. And the reason why it's taking so long lately is because there's been a huge influx of people doing the K-1. So you're looking at 4 to 5 months, and anybody on this group can tell you that that's been their experience lately. So there's a lot of people who are still waiting for their NOA too. So
Veronica said we've missed her question anyway. Are there many?
Wait,
that guy Kelvin said, are there many 45 to 50 years old single women without children over there? I can't say many. A few, maybe. Because,
there was one we knew.
Yeah, there was one out of how many?
Yeah.
Mostly women there have kids at age 20.
A really good lady. She was looking for somebody. I don't know if she ever found him. Morris says... Wait, let me look for Veronica's question. Veronica Dips says... do you have to stay together for two to be able to get citizenship? Can you do it even if your marriage doesn't last for 2 years? Yeah. Okay, so number one, do you have to get citizenship? So if you're not married, if you get a divorce, this is our understanding. If you get a divorce, like let's say you came here on a K-1 visa, and you've got your green card, you got your first green card, the 2-year conditional green card, right? if you can justify that you had a legitimate relationship, you can go ahead and get your 10-year green card. Justification of a relationship is documentation. Like you can prove with documentation that you guys lived together for, a year, 2 years, whatever the case may be. That means proof means like you're on the deed of the house, your name's there, you guys have joint bills together, you guys maybe even a kid together, and you have evidence of all this stuff. You put that in your package when you file for your 10-year green card, which is I-751, right?
Yeah.
Then you have to be to get citizenship, unmarried, having come on a K-1 and on a green card, you have to be in the country for 5 years. Now, if you're still married, you have to be married for 3 years to get citizenship. Yuri, we've been married for 3 years, so actually Yuri can apply for. Am I right or wrong? You can now apply for citizenship.
Doesn't it take does it take 5 years or 3 years?
It's either 5 years or 3 years. 3 years married. 3 years married to the U.S. petitioner, or 5 years in the U.S. on a green card. So you can officially we just hit our 3-year mark. So,
yay!
Cheers! Happy anniversary, baby!
Oh yeah!
You forgot our anniversary?
No, this is not our anniversary. What's our anniversary?
I'm just kidding. Okay.
It's already passed. We don't really
right.
celebrate our anniversary, right?
That's so sad, guys. It's so sad.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Every day is an anniversary for us.
Yes. We don't
so
really
nice.
Celebrate anniversary because we
Veronica
always...
Dip says, can I Skype you guys tomorrow, please?
Saturday? How about Saturday?
We have
We have work tomorrow.
Yeah, we have to take the car in. Our tire exploded.
And then the
Yuri's
car
gotta
is
work.
bad, so
I gotta work.
I don't really have much time tomorrow.
Yeah, our time is pretty crazy on Monday. This Monday coming up, it's not gonna be.
It's because I need to bring the car.
Okay, let's see what other questions we have here. From Beam P Baltazar. Nice name. Hello, sir. Sis Yuri. Thank you ang dimay niya. What does that say, baby?
Ang dami niya tulungan. You have helped a lot of people.
Oh.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you, Beam.
Beam.
God bless Yuri and Bruce Brown. Thank you. Lynn Girl says, okay, thank you so much. Tim Tom says...
Is the K-1 visa still backed up? Yes.
Yeah, it is.
What is the current wait time? Isn't it about 4 months? Maybe,
yeah.
Right? It's 4 months.
You guys please chime in.
Months.
Yeah, what's been your experience like? From what we've been seeing, it's like 4 months to get the NOA 2. Let me see. Christopher from Facebook says... why are so much folks getting married in the USA, then send to the Philippines to rest it? Do you understand what this says?
I don't understand.
Don't understand, Christopher. Michelle Ann says, Miss Yuri and Bruce, would just like to ask why K-1 is taking too long to process? Yes, because they've been backed up. They had a whole bunch of people apply all at once. They increased the fee, so technically they should be working double time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
I agree with you.
I have to agree with you on that one, Michelle. If we're gonna be paying more, you would think that
the manpower should have been more too.
it should be double, right? You would think, but it has not been what we've been seeing, unfortunately. Yeah, and it sucks. Okay, let's see. We're back on YouTube. Let me see if there's any new questions here. We got a few new people here from Periscope, and if anybody wants to join in this conversation, the best way to do so, especially if you have K-1 green card visa type questions, now's the time to ask. But if you want to join us, you can join us on YouTube, and if you have a YouTube account, if you have a Google Plus account, then yes, you can join us here. But you go to YouTube, you type in Yuri TV, and you'll be able to join us when you do. You'll see us doing live. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon,
You did that, baby.
so that you can get all of our notifications, because we do lots of things like this on a regular basis all week long, talking about all kinds of other subjects. So, right. But one of our biggest subjects is what you're seeing here, which is K-1 Fiance Visa. We have a huge audience of people that are all helping one another get through this process. We're not lawyers. We can't officially give you any kind of advice because that's not what we're doing. We're just giving you our opinion, and we're facilitating conversation among people, which is legal. So let's see. Stephen Linda Smith says, Visa Journey says 169 days for the NOA too. My goodness. That's just...
Yeah.
That's how much the whole process used to take, just so you guys know. I'm serious. Am I right or wrong?
Yes. Now it's just for approval.
Government, what the heck, man? What is going on? Anthony Taylor says, Bruce and Yuri, good evening. My fiance and I have a 4-month-old daughter. Congratulations. And I have sent a birth certificate to get processed here in the States. Do you know how I can proceed? So Anthony, let me see if I understand you. Is your fiance still in their home country? Because if so, you may want to consider, damn it, what is it called? There's a process you can do to where your daughter, your 4-month-old daughter, will be considered an American citizen. And why you would want to do that, and Dean can tell you about this. Our friend Dean, who's on Facebook, he just went through this. And he told me the whole process, and I can't remember off the top of my head because I've had a few of these. But
baby, why would you keep drinking that? That's more of like us cheers, not really drinking.
Anyway, so there's a process that you can do to get your daughter recognized as an American citizen. That way you don't have to do a K-2 visa. And what do you do for that process? That's something I have to hold on a second. Let me write that down. I can do a little bit more research on that because I have it all. I have it all in email exactly how Dean told me how to do it. But since we never did it ourselves,
forward the email that we sent to.
It's called like Born Abroad.
Naturalized or something. Oh no, not naturalized.
Citizens Born Abroad. Born abroad. Just making notes for myself here so I can, Anthony Taylor, so I can get back to you on that. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. We got some irrelevant Periscope comments here. Veronica Dip says, Bruce and Yuri waiting for my answer. Okay. Hey Sam Damon. Hey Nonfiction. Salam to Sheethi. Let's see, what else do we have here? Veronica Dip says, Bruce, do you have single friends? Do you have single friends like you? You have no, I don't. There I would not recommend any of my friends to anyone.
Yeah.
I would recommend any of my friends to anyone, man or woman. All right, anyway. The Wallace Life says, I'll ask my wife what it is.
I think he's talking about the birth abroad.
Yeah. Heath Davis says, Bruce, I'm confused now. I have to send my tax forms or do I have to...
1040.
Or just my 1040. My wife is
my ex-wife
is on my last year's taxes, but only as a dependent, no income from her. Okay, so Heath, what I did was I sent what they want to see, especially Philippines, like they specifically say the W2 from the most recent year, and then 1040 I would add that as well. If you want another way you can verify that you have an income would be to do a what's called income verification that you can get from your employer. Another thing you can do is do a screenshot of your savings account. So those are a few things that you can do. All you're trying to do is give them confidence that you make a certain amount, that you can take care of the of your fiance when she comes. That's all you're trying to do. But the one thing that they really look for is the W-2 and the 1040. So make sure she has that. Veronica Dips says crying faces. John McSweeney says, yeah, you are. Man, what is wrong with Periscope? I don't know what's wrong. What's wrong with you people?
I'm sorry, I'm not for rent, or what does that mean? Can I borrow her?
What do you think
I'm
it means?
sold.
Oh, John, you. I bet you're an adult too. That's the sad thing about the internet. It's adults that do this stuff. It's not even kids. You would think it's a bunch of kids, and it's not. They're guys my age, 40 freaking plus years old. It's just sad. Anyway, what else we got here? I think that's it. Let me see if there's any other questions on Facebook.
Yeah. Phoebe, where is it? We filed a K-1 visa last March.
Go ahead.
We didn't receive anything. No receipt.
No NOA1.
But my Filipino fiance how many times got visit in INS immigration in San Francisco. And always said all we can do is wait in mail. Oh, you should call. You should call USCIS. We plan to make another K-1 visa. Is it possible? Or there's somebody. You should call USCIS. Because if you submitted last March,
you didn't get a receipt.
You should already have a receipt.
Did they not charge your... They didn't take your money?
Did they cash your check?
Yeah, and I'm a little confused about this one because they're saying they're in San Francisco. Are you both there already? So your foreign fiance is in the States already? I mean, another thing, Phoebe, is you can check online. You can check the status of your case online. I would call them. I mean, follow up, you know. So there's things that you can do right now to see what's going on, at least, you know. Because there's money involved. You've paid them. I'm assuming if you've gone through the K-1 visa process, then you should be able to do something.
Yes. At
least see if they've cashed it. Chris Cairo says, "Hey guys, I want to thank you so much. You guys are the reason that we've been able to get this far in the process without a lawyer. She's doing her medical treatment at the moment. Congrats,
Chris.
Palmer David says, hello, sis and bro. I have a question for you. What are the things I have to do while waiting for the NOA 2 for preparing for the interview? I asked my husband to give me all the documents he sent to the USCIS. That's a good idea.
That's
including
great.
Tax returns, passport stamp, and passport. And I've compiled them together, but he said that why he have to give me all the documents if they're not asking for it yet. You're just getting prepared, right?
It's better to get prepared.
Yep. I told him so when I have my interview to avoid an RFE. That's the kind of stuff we were doing. You're on top of it, Palmer.
Yeah, and also like you read the information that was written.
Double check everything. Don't take any one person's word for anything, not even us, especially us. Double check everybody. This is your livelihood you're talking about, right? This is you guys being together. This is the rest of your life. Treat it as such. Treat it important. You know what I mean? So double check. Don't take anybody's word for anything. Double check everybody's words. But here's what you can get ready is it sounds like you already have passports. Your passport. Make sure your passport's up to date. It has to be what? Over 6 months from expiration.
Well, you should renew it if it's already 6 months. because that's your only identification. And what if you want to go back home? You want to make sure that you have enough time to return to the to foreign country and come back to the U.S. and because it needs to be like, it should be like years before expiration. If it's expiring within a few months, make sure you renew it.
Abby Wallace, thanks for jumping on. She says, what's your question again about the child born outside of the USA? The father is American. Anthony Taylor had a question about, Anthony, could you repost your question? Let me see if I can find your question again, and let me see if I understand your question.
There.
Oh, he's got his email here. Let me copy that. Copying your email real quick. You see it? I don't see it. I'm looking for Anthony's question again. It was about they have a 4-month-old.
Bruce and Yuri, good evening. My fiance and I have a 4-month-old daughter. I sent the birth certificate to get processed. I was sent the birth certificate to get processed here in the States. Do you know how I can proceed?
Gotcha. So Anthony, Abby, here's what's going on. So it sounds to me, if I'm interpreting this right, Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong. He has a daughter that's born abroad in another country, and what I'm looking to tell him about is what process does he use to let them know that his daughter is a U.S. citizen, because his daughter. He's got to do some kind of process where his daughter is recognized as a U.S. citizen. And that's what I want to send to him. There it is. Abby just said, your child needs to apply for CRBA. That's what it's called. And that's why I can't even remember what CRBA stands for. It's like born abroad. Something born abroad. Yeah.
Can you write that down, CRBA?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see here. All right. So, Anthony. Research this right here. Look into this right here. It's called CRBA. So Anthony, if you're still on, look that up right there.
Thank you, Abby.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Abby. I appreciate that.
For helping us.
Yep. That's what's cool about this community. We all come together, give each other information. That's great. Let me see. There seems like there's some other questions here. We're gonna kill this session here real.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sis.
Real quick here, guys. James Dean says 90 days since the NOA won.
For my K-1 Filipino love Loida. What if I get an RFE? How long will it take after that to receive NOA? Or should we reapply? Oh no, you're not reapplying when you get an RFE. RFE takes about a month for them to respond, and as soon as you receive a letter from them, you have to respond to what they're asking from you. And if they ask for any documents that you were missing, you have to send it to them as soon as possible. That way, they can also send your NOA 2 as quickly as they could.
Right. Roger Moore, thank you again for the $5. Is that new $5? Is
that new?
Thanks again, man.
Love you guys. The knowledge you guys kick to us every week has been fantastic. It's been tastic. That's funny.
I will continue to listen to you. Thanks, Roger.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Roger.
You for the donation.
We appreciate that.
Okay, looks like we have a few more questions.
Anthony, thank you, Bruce, Yuri, and Abby. I will follow up. Good night. Another great show. Thank you. You're welcome, Anthony.
Yep, you're welcome.
Have a great evening.
Let me see. What other questions do we have?
James Dean. Thanks, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bruce, ask quick. Please answer. Yes, please. What's your question, Veronica?
Ask question, guys. What question is that? I'm looking for your question, Veronica. Greg B. It looks like that we missed this one.
Oh,
did you get this one?
The tip you gave me about with the blessing helped a lot. What blessing?
Wait, which
so
one are you?
Salamat use.
Which one are you?
Greg B. The tip you gave me about with the blessing.
Wait,
helped a lot.
This is the one I'm. Oh, okay, you're reading that one. Okay,
okay. Greg B. Hi, Yuri and Bruce. It's not the topic of visa, but I just got back from my journey to Cebu for the first time. It was great. I met my girlfriend and her family.
That's
congrats,
awesome,
Greg.
Wish I could go there, man. I'm jealous. Tips you gave me about the blessings.
Helped
a lot.
Bless this like this. Like that. That's what you meant?
Yep, you blew some minds.
We say it bless to Lola, bless.
Oh.
We say bless. Like that.
Okay.
In Bisaya, we say bless. And I think in Tagalog, we say mano po. But in Bisaya, we say bless, bless to Lola, bless to Papa. It's really you're nice. Welcome, Greg.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Looking for other questions.
Is it harder to get visa in Europe than in the US? How does it go if I want to get a visa in PH? Oh, with the Philippines, it's so easy. You just go to the immigration and you can purchase a 3 months visa or 6 months visa, right? We discussed that with Black American expat from our last interview.
That was Friday. We did that one. Yeah, check that one out.
619. Yay! Charger kick butt. Lol.
All right, next question or comment.
Look up the Wallace Live. Happy anniversary, guys. And I knew my wife would have the answer for you. Yeah, she's very smart.
Greg B says, yes, what I meant. Oh, that's what I meant. You showed me in an earlier show.
Thank you for the greetings, Wallace Life. Yeah, we normally don't celebrate our anniversary because I feel like, we celebrate it almost every day of being together.
It's crazy, guys.
Right, baby? I mean, I don't even remember our anniversary of our wedding.
Yeah,
we don't even think about it. Oh gosh, it's been 3 years, but
yeah, it seems
we
like
haven't really greeted each other. Right, baby? This is the
we do it. We just do it randomly. Like we'll do we
remember
every week we do something special. Something special for us. We
always thank each other.
Yeah, it's really really awesome,
or
guys.
Every day.
That's why we try to spread the love, because the stuff that we have is really special, and we want
we don't even have to, recall our anniversary.
We want other people to feel what we feel.
Yes.
Because it's undescribable. You can have it too. Whatever we have, you guys can have it too. I'm so sure you can. Because it's just work. It's just the stuff we do.
Yes,
for
that's what I
each
meant.
other that makes it special.
Greg B said, yes, that's what I meant. You showed me in an earlier show. Yes, the Learn Filipino. Gosh, we haven't even done the second part.
Abby Wallace says, Veronica Dips is...
If the relationship won't last, you had to wait 5 years, permanent resident, before you can apply for citizenship.
So, Veronica, I did answer that. If you go back to the beginning of it, we talked a bit about that one. Like, it's either 3 years married, but if you got a divorce, it's 5 years in country. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. SD6 says, happy Turkey Day, Turkey Week for all the turkeys. Given Thanksgiving.
Turkey is so much.
Let's not eat too much this year. Deal? Mm-hmm. Deal? That we're not going to keep.
We're going to the gym right after this broadcast. So
are we? Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Abby Wallace. My question is on great about the tip.
Which one? That one?
What does
My question
that mean?
is on great about the tip. Is on Oh man, I don't. You have to rewrite that one.
Oh gosh, could you please clarify that, Veronica?
Arthur says, "Are
Are
you guys going to
have
Turkey?"
turkey adobo?
Nah, I don't think so. We're going over a friend's
We're going
house.
to a friend's house, so we don't have to make our own turkey, because turkey is such a pain. Like, we could never finish it. So it's
Yeah, I don't
better
wanna waste
to not
any
have a
food.
turkey.
Okay, so
I know
let's
it's
see.
the highlight, but we're doing it in a friend's house, so...
System Bro, I gave him the link for Visa Harmony for spousal visa, the list that I have to prepare when he said his unofficial page, and
It's sad he don't want to understand my point.
That I want to compile. Well, he'll learn with the RFE. He gets a couple RFEs, he'll learn. No time flat. That's what it takes. Is some people have to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
To create the mistake, you know.
Unfortunately.
Before.
It's unfortunate.
Instead of preventing the mistake.
Yep.
He has to prove it is his child DNA test. Yeah, but that's after you applied for you have to apply for the form first, and then they will send an
CBRA?
appointment for appearance at the U.S. Embassy.
Yeah.
Kyle, they love it when foreigners do the bless. Yes, because that's how we respect our parents and our grandparents, you know.
Brandon Keith says, me and my fiance celebrate our 1-year anniversary right now, and she still lives in Indonesia, and we are keeping our long distance relationship strong. We video chat every day, but we hired we have
the immigration lawyer to help us go through a process, because me and my fiance haven't met in person yet because her religion.
Oh.
Yes, that makes sense. But yeah, that would get approved.
Yeah.
When it allow me to date her, marry her, and her religion is Muslim and I'm Catholic, and that's why we had immigration to help us.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
idea.
very smart, you know.
Yeah, that's a good
that
idea.
way, you know,
right.
they should be able to help you out.
Yeah, it's a smart move, Brandon. Baby, I think we should end this now.
Yes, guys, we need to go to the gym because it's Thanksgiving soon. So we gotta exercise. All
right, guys, thanks so much. Thank you, everybody who joined us here. Thank you, Abby Wallace, for your incredible information. If you guys want to see more couples like us, check out the Wallace Life. They have a YouTube channel. Check out Art's Place if you're into conservative talk. That's Arthur Carlson, Art's Place on YouTube. Definitely give out. We want to give a big personal thank you to our sponsor T. Elliott and to Roger Moore. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate what you guys did for us. You guys are the reasons we do stuff like this. It keeps us going. Thank you everybody else who subscribed to us, who's been liking us.
Subscribe and hit the bell. Push notification. What do you say in that?
Turn on the bell.
Can you just say it and I'll point to the bell? Bell here.
Yes. Bell notification if you want to receive regular
thumbs up for
content
this video
like this. And we want to say goodnight.
Baby, somebody said, what's a good gift I can give to my wife's family for Christmas?
I guess we're gonna keep talking.
She's will be in Manila. Chocolates. You can never go wrong with chocolates.
Yes. Okay. Is there anything?
And okay, that's it, guys. We need to exercise, go to the gym.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, Abby. I really
hit this button when you're done.
Okay.
See this button? No.
Thumbs up. Subscribe.
No, hit this button when you're done.
Baby,
look, here it is right here.
Okay.
Hit that button.
Bye. Thank you so much, everyone.
See you later.
We really appreciate it. Thank you.